Marnie's here, let's start your day. Fabulously flawed, we're lighting the way. Monday to Friday, new episodes with laughter and love. Let's start the show. We're shaking things up. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Motivation, inspiration, and fun. Fabulously flawed, everyone. So shine a little brighter. Grab your smile and sing along. The show's about to start with Marni, your host. You can't go wrong.
Fabulously flawed friends, welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I'm your host Marni, and it is Tuesday, where I love to give tips. Tuesday's tips help empower and motivate and inspire and let you know it's okay not to be okay. And I just love taking the years of everything I went through, every knockdown, every trauma, every heartache, and turning it into from tragic to magic and being able to share it with you guys. So whatever you're going through, in one of my 360 episodes I think I have, which is astounding, you can find something in there to help yourself or anybody you know is going through anything. But I wanted to talk today about the different types of courage and being courageous in so many different facets just helps bring you to a place of more self-love, more self-understanding, more confidence, more not needing outer validation when you step out of the comfort zone into the courageous zone. It's so brave. Brave and courage are brother and sister. I'm not really sure of the difference. I know people have said to me for years, "You're so brave. Thank you for sharing your story." And I always said, well, the brave stuff was the hell I went through. The talking about it, that's not brave to me at all, but thank you. And I mean, this was before I knew how to take a compliment and everything. But I wanted to talk again about the different types of courage, because when you're able to be courageous, let's say it's emotional courage, and you have a loss of a loved one, allow yourself to grieve openly and maybe go to a support group. Hypothetically, these are all just different examples. And after you do that, now you find healing and you connect with others that experience somewhat of a similar loss. So by being courageous and talking about it now puts you in the place with other people. I mean, what I do with my podcast, talking about everything, I am this way inside the house, outside the house. There isn't a fake bone in me. I am as real as it gets and authentic. And I tell you pretty much, guys, everything that I feel, have felt, have gone through, and it's being vulnerable. But I have learned to love myself and believe in myself so much that if somebody doesn't like it, okay, I know there's somebody that does like it. I know I like doing this, and that's all that matters. So being courageous to step into being the best version of you only brings you happiness. You take that mask off. Let's say you share, you confide in a friend about a struggle you're going through with anxiety. You're being vulnerable there and opening up to someone. The only positivity can come out of that, because now your friend says, here's some resources, here's some support groups, here's online app, BetterHelp online, there's, let me help you. So it strengthened a friendship by being vulnerable and not hiding within yourself and coping alone. And let's say you celebrate a personal achievement and you're so excited, you're able to embrace that joy without fear of judgment. And by doing that, you inspire other people to celebrate their own success. Like, I just sat here and I tooted my own horn. Toot, toot. I have like 360 episodes possibly. I am shouting that from the rooftops, whether anybody, I don't care if somebody says, "Oh, okay, that's not my problem." So by me personally showing what it's like to be happy for ourselves and celebrate our success gives other people. And I hope one of you guys can do the same thing. Now, as far as intellectual courage, you possibly might read something on, I'm not going to say politics, about opposing views on climate change, and you want to revise their stance on it. So you challenge your own beliefs, challenging your own beliefs, and then now by doing that, you become an advocate for sustainable practices. So by taking your gut feeling and acting on it, it can change your whole world because you were smart enough to do something that you believe in. Let's say you ask a mentor at work for clarification on a specific topic. It's so cool because we're not supposed to know everything, and people love to be asked questions. They want you to do right. So right there, you were like, hey, I'm not exactly sure what to do. I don't want to do it wrong. And now you gain a deeper understanding, and now the work becomes so much easier rather than walking around with that heavy weight. Like, what are they going to think if I don't know what I'm doing? That was so cool that you asked for help. And I think I really love spiritual courage. I am not religious. I am spiritual. I am born Jewish. And I think the only Jewish in me is my use of Yiddish words randomly, like fakaktas and shmaktas and, all these different words that I'll spew out of my mouth once in a while. But as far as religion goes, I think I said this on another episode. My daughter had a not mitzvah instead of a bat mitzvah. We just had the party. But as far as being spiritual, let's say you find that meditation and mindfulness works for you despite your family's disapproval. You need to follow your own personal path. So by doing that, now you found your peace and balance. And if somebody doesn't agree with it, it didn't faze you when you went your own way and listened to who you were. And let's say another situation, you want to dedicate your weekends now to helping environmental conservation efforts, hypothetically. Now you're volunteering with something that aligns with your values. So now you feel fulfilled and you're contributing something to a positive ecological impact. I know when I started talking for NAMI, National Alliance of Mental Illness, my passion is what I'm doing right now, and being able to find an organization of mental illness, of people who wanted to listen. It was so invigorating every time I spoke, or every time I do speak, but having people listen and being so unaware and then listening to me, and then they're like, wow, now I get it. And by talking about my life openly and courageously has helped so many other people. And also with gratitude. Best attitude. If you could start your day or end your day with 3 things you're grateful for. I woke up, had the best cup of coffee, easy traffic on the way to work. There are 3 things that you're grateful for, and it puts your mindset in that mode of gratitude and not bitter, resentment, anger. Physical courage. Okay, I know that this is more of a outer physical problem, but if I did not feel I looked right, I could not go out. Like, I would not go to a yoga class and wear a crop, like little top and leggings. Right now, I'm 55, going to be 56 years old. I'm not 30 anymore, but I have not stepped into my physical courage of my vanity part. But I'm going to do the physical part, not the mental part. That's what I have with this. Let's say you have a knee injury, but you ran marathons, you have a knee injury, you want to do it again, you follow the rules of the doctor, and you're on a training plan, and gradually you'll build your strength back. Now, you're not going to stop training because of your past injuries, whether it was a ski accident or whatever, and then you complete the marathon, and now you're feeling even more stronger and more resilient because you overcame something and you worked hard at something. Let's say in a physical situation, you see someone being harassed on a subway, in a schoolyard or school parking lot, call for help and speak up, because helping someone in danger is the kindest, bravest, most courageous thing you could do. And what you did now is you diffused and de-escalated this situation. And now that person is safe and possibly alive. I mean, I know this one for me is working really hard to finish a project despite being tired. I know if I tell somebody I'm going to have my notes for them the next day and I'm exhausted, but I push through it, being tired, being cranky, whatever my mode is. And then I finished it and it's like, wow, now I feel proud of myself. Even sometimes the days that I am not in the mode to record, which I really love doing every day, but there are a few days here and there that I'm not myself, but I push through it and then I'm just, yeah, okay. And with social courage, during a meeting at work, you never speak up. And then now you finally share like an unconventional new idea. And they're like, wait, I like this. So now you're not afraid to speak up anymore. The group, they're taking and implementing your plan. And now you have created a positive ripple effect. So that's pretty cool. So when you have, let's say you're someone who loves to wear bright, colorful outfits to the office, and it's pretty much a conservative office. But what you do by wearing what you want and being comfortable, the other colleagues at work now appreciate it. And now they can be authentic, feel like they can own their authenticity like you did. And now it's like a cooler workplace. Everyone's able to be who they are. So I think that's pretty cool. And I'm going to leave it on this one with moral courage. If you see something going on, and I guess at the workplace, if you see something, say something and report any kind of discriminatory practices. Stand up for any injustice you see at the workplace, if it can be anonymous. And by doing that, now new plans can be implemented. Hey, don't talk to so-and-so right when they get back from lunch within, the 10 minutes of them sitting at their desk. I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm just came up with something at the last second. If you witness, you know what? I'm going to leave it at that because I didn't really like the notes I wrote for moral courage. But just know if you see something that's wrong, stand up for it and do the right thing. Not only are you being a good person, but you're saving other people from possible ripple effect of negativity. So I hope you enjoy today's episode of my Tuesday tips. And I love to share tomorrow my Words of Wisdom Wednesday. You can follow me, guys, on YouTube, Fabulously Flawed, and on TikTok Shop Marni Inspires. And remember to never let anyone burst your bubble, and never, ever, ever, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. Sending so much love and so much peace.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Fabulously Flawed. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, we're so glad you're here, and we hope you'll come back Monday through Friday for another serving of empowerment, motivation, and inspiration. We'll catch you next time on Fabulously Flawed.